Visions are spiritual. Selling Fat Farm for $120 million might have made headlines in the business pages, but I really saw it as more of a spiritual victory. You might wonder what's so spiritual about getting a big check like that, but if that's what following my vision got me, then it was a spiritual reward. I say that because I don't believe that people create their own visions. Rather, I believe that visions are actually God's way of communicating with us. I know that sounds dramatic, but it's a belief that's fundamental to many faiths. I first understood it myself after reading Paramhansa Yogananda's autobiography of a yogi. Yogananda was a great spiritual leader from India, and when he wrote, "Your imagination is God itself," that really rang true to me. And if you think about it, that message is echoed in most of the great scriptures. In Proverbs, it says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." In Islam, Muhammad didn't sit down and write the Quran, he received it in a vision, just like how it was in a vision that Buddha was finally shown the path to enlightenment. I'm certainly not a scholar when it comes to religion, or many subjects for that matter, but I think you'll find that no matter what religion you practice, vision is a very big part of it. I think all these great prophets lived in order to demonstrate the potential of our vision. If you have the faith that Jesus Christ had, or Lord Buddha had, or Yogananda had, then you're a miracle. If you're like the rest of us, you're just trying to realize some of that potential for greatness. Remember, Jesus or Lord Buddha didn't share their visions to teach you who they were. They shared their vision to help teach you who you are, to help you understand the power God has already blessed you with. Most of us are very far away from that, but that's the goal. That's why I really believe the imagination of God is the collective imagination of man. And I believe that's why people who listen to their imagination instead of ignoring it have a much more fulfilling life. Your ear is like an embryo. Another thing I believe is that every single person has been blessed by God with unique ideas. Notice the plural tense, that includes you. There are no exceptions. The problem is that only a small number of us actually follow through on those ideas. What holds most people back isn't the quality of their ideas, but a lack of faith in themselves. Whatever dream you're following, people will always tell you, you can't do this, or you'll never be able to do that. But you can do it. The world belongs to people who say, I can. That's why you can't let negativity get in your ear. Your ear is like an embryo. Negative ideas will grow in there if you're not careful. There are always going to be critics trying to dull your dreams, but you can't let them. Back in the day, my brother Reverend Aaron Runn used to say, the critics can get the diddick. Of course, he'd say it differently now, but the message is still the same. Don't listen to the haters. Listen to your dreams. As soon as you hear that negativity in your ear, try to block it out. Instead, focus on what made you so excited about your dream in the HRS place. Let that excitement drown out the negativity. It hurts my heart when I think about all the people who have had incredible ideas but give up because things don't pop off right away. Try to remember that nothing worthwhile is ever going to just pop off. If you want a very big example, consider that even God didn't make the earth the same day. He envisioned it. He imagined it on the first page of Genesis, but didn't actually create the world until 4 chapters later. So even God needed a little time to make things happen. What makes you think you're going to get a deal the first time you spit a rhyme for a label? What makes you think you'll get into medical school the first time you apply? What makes you think that beautiful girl is going to go out with you the first time you ask? Anything worthwhile is going to take time to manifest itself, and a lot of perseverance. Whatever obstacles appear in your path, put your head down and get past them. Those obstacles aren't real. They're just God's way of testing you. He's asking you, do you want to make it or not? That's what God was asking me when I had trouble finding investors for Fat Farm. That's what God was asking me when we spent all that money designing and manufacturing a fall line but delivered it to the stores too late. That's even what God was asking me later on down the road when those distributors wanted me to make a hockey jersey that would have made money but compromised our basic vision. Those kinds of tests are given to you from God to see if you believe in God. Don't fail your tests. Focus on your vision and keep going until you hit the finish line. Don't be one of the people who believe in their vision at first but then give up. See it through no matter how long that takes. Understand that obstacles are just part of the game. Whatever you imagine, you can achieve. Once you realize this truth, no one is going to be able to stop you.